Nigeria Defense Headquarters has declared wanted 8 persons including a monarch and an heir to a sitting governor in the South-South region in connection with the mass killing of soldiers at Okuama community on March 14, 2024. The military headquarters made this known few hours ago with a photograph of the suspected persons displayed and made available to the public. In the photograph press release, the Osazuw of Ewo Orobo Kingdom, His Royal Majesty, Clement O. Ikolo, the Ohupe, the first, in the Ughelli South local government area of Delta State, and Akeru Daniel Omotebo aka Amagben, who was the first on the list and is believed to be an heir of sitting governor in the South-South geopolitical zone in Nigeria. Also prominent among the 8 persons declared wanted is Reuben Baru, the suspect. Shortly after the news of the mass killing of the soldiers became public, the suspect, who appeared to be in his mid-20s, did a self-recorded video and posted it on TikTok's social media platform and said in the self-recorded video that the deceased soldiers were not on a peace mission. Reuben Baru said the slain soldiers were on a cover mission to protect the interests of the Niger Delta warlord and the ex-militant leader who Nigeria government under the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari contracted billions of naira security deal with, for the protection of crude oil pipelines in the Niger Delta region. Government Aide Ekpemupolo, mostly known as Government Tompolo, who is the owner of the Tantita Security Services Limited. In quote, Reuben Baru said, Okuama and Okoloba have land issues, but the Ijaw people whom the federal government have given power to go after bunkering are using the army to guide their products to the point of sales. They used the army to pick people from Okuama community. The 3 people taken were slaughtered, and now they are coming back to pick community leaders, and you know that once community leaders are captured, the youths are powerless. Those soldiers were not in Okuama for peacekeeping. They were fighting in favor of Tompolo, who ordered them to do so. Reuben Baru's statement questioned the credibility of the Nigeria headquarters announcement that the troops of the 181 Amphibious Battalion were on a peaceful and mediatory mission after a reported case of a communal clash between Okuama and Okoloba communities in Ughelli South and Bomadi local government areas of Delta State erupted. The soldiers were said to have been ambushed and murdered in cold blood by an armed youth gang of the community, in the most sacrilegious manner, with some of the dead bodies beheaded, kidneys harvested and stomachs cut wide open. A commanding officer, 2 majors, 1 captain and 13 soldiers and a civilian were killed during the incident. The 17 soldiers were buried on Wednesday with posthumous national honors, promised to build houses for the families of the deceased soldiers at their choice within the country, and full educational scholarship to university level to the children and the awaiting babies of the slain soldiers. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu made the pledges while speaking during the burial ceremony at the National Military Cemetery in Abuja. The full list of the 8 persons declared wanted included Professor Ekpepo Ato, Andawe Dennis Bakiri, Akeru Daniel Omotebo aka Amagben, Akata Malawa David, Sinclair Oliki, Clement Ikolo Ojenerikiwe, Reuben Baru and Igoni Ebi. Since the mass killing of the soldiers, there have been reports of military invasion in Igbo community in the southern Ijaw local government area of Bayelsa State, said to be a place where one of the suspects declared wanted, Akeru Daniel Omotebo, hails from. There were also reports of possible starvation looming in Igbo in Bayelsa over military siege, allegedly preventing residents from farming and fishing. Vanguard newspaper had reported that, in the coastal town of Igbo in southern Ijaw local government area, Bayelsa State, the siege led by troops for the manhunt for a militant leader suspected to have masterminded the killings, is pushing the community towards starvation that could trigger a humanitarian crisis if it persists. Days ago, Okuama women cried out that they fled into the forests when soldiers allegedly opened fire on villagers in the town hall after the community refused their attempt to take away the community leaders. As of yesterday, Okuama was out of bounds as only the military could go in and out of the town as the place is deserted. Even the state governor, Sheriff Omorebori, confirmed he could not visit the place because of the situation. Vanguard learned that the neighboring communities to Okuama refused to take in fleeing residents from Okuama as refugees in their homelands because of fear of persecution by soldiers who come around searching for perpetrators of the heinous crime. Because of how they escaped into the forests, the women could not take food items with them, and haven't been able to return to the community as soldiers have taken over the town. One indigene of a neighboring community in Ewe Kingdom said the situation of the victims of the military onslaught at Okuama is pitiable. Hunger is taking a toll on them, especially the children they are carrying. This is a humanitarian crisis, and the government has to open a refugee camp for these people and provide them with food. Soldiers molest innocent people in neighboring communities of Okuama in Ugeli South local government area. As I am speaking with you, soldiers are still at Oreri community in Ewe Kingdom in search of the perpetrators, molesting innocent people.
Osazuw, bring you the news in a more digital way.